Hello, comrades of war, company of heroes time yet again, and it's a 2v2 on Lorraine. I like urban maps, and I think you do. We get to see lots of infantry action, lots of close quarter tank competition, and we have two fantastic players playing as the allies today. I've seen these before. We have Nosliw. The W is so hard to put in there, and look at these engineers. Oh, overpowered. Building barracks. What kind of... Oh, Relic, what were you thinking when you gave engineers the ability to build barracks? So overpowered, man. Allies are just so overpowered. And look, we have a weapon support center from his teammate Marinez. They are part of the Reborn clan. Have they been reborn? Probably not. But it's just a name, and a name is good. Hopping over to the opposite side of the maps, where the other two great players of today, playing as the Panzer Elite, chuuone, not Chew 2 or 3. I think he has some alts named that, and he's getting out some Panzer Grenadiers, because that's the only thing you can do as Grenadiers, as Panzer Grenadiers as you start off, Panzer Elite as you start off, and obviously he's Captain of Fuel. His teammate for today as well, evilinacloset, or Evil in a Closet. He's got some crazy capitalization going on there, but a little L looks the same as a big I. We have the G40 Summit rifles. I've still not researched what that was called, but riflemen engaging him from the side. You can see only one window looking out here, so they're just going to pour into the side of this building, pour bullets in there, and do a lot of damage as these engineers hold out in this building. It seems Evil in the Closet might actually be losing this early engagement. Those rifles won't do much damage when they can't shoot at the targets. On the north side of the map, just checking on the minimap, there's not much going on there. Nosliw, no, because I don't like you! Because I said no to you, chuuone. No, because you're a dick, yeah! We got some freaking hardcore words being used there. Dick, oh god, that's so mean and incredibly ragey. chuuone, so why you want play at with me? I don't. He doesn't. Did you get that, chuuone? He doesn't want to play at you with them. We got some repairs going on the Kattenkrat already. Barely capped this area. In fact, I think it went up here to cap. But that's not important. It's still early game. Still everything to play for. Victory points being captured. One victory point currently in control by the Axis, and riflemen supported by a sniper. Grenades, incendiary grenades researched very early on. Two of them chucked straight on top of the rifleman. Oh, trying to hold that rifleman squad just before it can retreat and reinforce. Just trying to get that last soldier killed, but they don't manage to do that. Evil in the Closet still did very well to get those grenades off. Bit too much blobtacularness from the rifleman, and the sniper should have retreated way earlier. Still being spotted by that Kattenkrat, but I believe it is safe enough for them. Was a bit of a rapey situation, but I'm sure he can come back from that. Oh, machine gun has been killed here. Even two carbine rifles, it looks like, left here. Panzer Grenadiers. It looks like they don't want to capture that, because if they do, then they lose a squad. But really, it's a machine gun. Are you really going to pass up that opportunity? That's a shame. That's a darn pickle shame. Healing going up from the Apothecary Center, built very early on. I think his ally is going to make use of that as well. You can see Marinez coming around here, receiving a bit of healing. Heals up pretty damn quickly. Oh, barbed wire preventing that Kattenkrat from moving. Oh, God. Marinez really likes his barbed wire at the moment. You can see Panzer Elite are going to have difficulty with that so early on in the game. Since these guys, they don't have any abilities to cut barbed wire. The Kattenkrat can't pass through barbed wire as well. Same goes for jeeps and motorcycles. He is managing to cap that. Wow, look at the distance of capping for the Kattenkrat. A huge amount of forces now from the Allies move into the center of the map, supported with machine guns and snipers, and the flamethrowers. Someone suggested that there was a plasma flamethrower cutty thing. That was freaking awesome suggestion there. I did appreciate that. I don't know how that guy lost his leg from a flamethrower. It must have burnt all the way through. But yeah, like you said, must have been a plasma cutter. But anyway, uncontested in the middle at the moment. What are the Axis doing? Are they blobbing? No, then kind of not at the moment. Okay, I like these players. I don't like blobbing. We got to... a bit of blobbing, but to be fair, there's only 3 guys in a squad. It's acceptable blobbing this early on in the game. No more upgrades going up for these Panzer Grenadiers, so no more rifles. It looks like they're just sticking with the first rifle squad, the first rifle upgrade rather. Maybe we'll see these upgraded with the SGG-44 submachine gun later on, which are super pew pew pew. They really hurt in close quarters, and because this is an urban map, you can see there's a lot of places just to come around corners and complete. Oh, you can see them already upgraded on chuuone. He comes around this building with an armored car, getting rid of that machine gun, which, where's all the support? Where's all the riflemen? They have been misplaced over here, trying to assault this southern point by the looks of things, but very unsuccessful. Now the armoured car and the Panzer Grenadiers move in. No, they're going to halt there. Okay, they have the middle of the map. Remember, it is victory point control. I say this a lot. Just controlling the victory points is good enough. We have 2 blobs at the moment. It is kind of getting a bit blobby now. But I wanted to check out some Team Panzer Elite games, and I've not seen this replay. That's not my style. I hate looking at replays beforehand. It spoils the game for me. It spoils the excitement. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I've been told this is a very long game, so I'm in for a pummeling on my voice. But at the same time, I'm in for a very good sleep tonight. I'm going to feel like I've accomplished something by doing a long game. So, swings and roundabouts. So, snipers, again, supported with 3 riflemen, but against that armoured car, not going to do so well. They're going to need something to take care of that armoured car. Bars would be a good start. Stickies would be a good start if you can get close enough. Support yard, supply yard going up, not a support yard. Snipers at the go as well. Already getting vet 1 for that sniper. 4 kills, didn't really get much. The Panzer Grenadiers are trying to focus on that almost. Armoured car swings around with flag speed. It looks like that wanted to get a shot at the snipers too, but it sees a machine gun from Marinez, and that does have armor penetrating rounds. That would be pretty effective against an armoured car. chuuone decided to retreat from that. He has what he wants, the victory points. That's good enough. You can just hold your enemy off from capping that point. You know, you've gained a good advantage. It's already almost 150 points in favour of the Axis team at the moment. These rifles, these submachine guns ain't going to do too well at this distance. The snipers, yeah, they've got the long range benefit for sure. Kettenkrad coming round. No stealth for him, but I think we do have a stealth on this. Yeah, so that means they are Luftwaffe. So 1 defensive player already. I made a prediction that we're going to see flat games in the last game, but that never happened. Not sure if he just couldn't get it out. It did seem like that player was trying to invest a lot into forces because his units kept on dying. But usually we see freaking flaks when people go Luftwaffe. It's just so common. So I'm sorry I was wrong on that one, but like I said, I don't watch these games beforehand, so I am completely oblivious, just like you. In fact, no, I'm sure a lot of you are much more professional than me at this game, so you probably saw it coming, I don't know. But excitement's the key. Excitement is what we want to see. And battles, again, it's almost like a dodge tactic from the allied players at the moment. It's do battle, fight for me. It pleases me greatly that these players will do battle, and then they don't fight. Engagements happening across the buildings, firing through all these walls. Complete disregard for physics there. No matter though, the game continues. Engineers trying to cap up here again. Armoured cars coming in to get rid of all this barbed wire, because armoured cars can do that. It's nice seeing all that early game barbed wires. A flank comes up here, forces a retreat from evilinacloset. Great flanking tactics there. Supported with the flamethrower. Flamethrower is definitely something you really want to get when you're going against Panzer Elite, just because it does quite a bit of splash damage, so when they blow up, they really do take a bit of punishment from it. Paratroopers out from Marinez, that means he is airborne. If you do not believe me, then take a look at the Company of Heroes wiki yourself, because airborne does mean airborne, as in air. Yes, I'm pro, believe it or not. I'm not. Airborne, anyway, I'm sure we're going to see some recoilless rifles upgrade on there. The snipers, they ain't going to do much against armoured cars. And now they've exposed themselves, they just take a shot and then retreat. I think that's a pretty good call from Marinez. He does inflict minor damage on the Panzer Grenadiers, but ultimately he does have to force a retreat because these airborne paratroopers are no good at killing infantry. They're pretty good against heavy vehicles. Against light vehicles, yeah, they tend to miss quite a bit. Bazookas seem to be more appropriate for taking out light vehicles, which is what most of the Panzer Elite is all about. They have a well-mechanized army, so Rangers ain't too bad against them, but usually I've seen that people prefer airborne against Panzer Elite, but this is because of the strafing run ability, I think. It's a great ability. Suppressors does quite a bit of damage, not as much damage as I would like it to against the Panzer Elite, but in fairness, you don't really want squad wipes from one ability, but meh. The point is, the abilities of the airborne makes up for what the Rangers do. Rangers, you need to have 100 munitions to get them equipped with those Thompsons, which make them really effective against infantry. Before you get that upgrade, they're not so good. They only get the bazookas, so limited use early on in the game, but I'd still say better than ordinary riflemen, especially if you can get them vetted up. These engineers aren't retreating. They're taking a casualty so close to death, not being sniped by this light AT half-track. Evilinacloset. Oh, you are evil trying to snipe people with a damn light AT half-track. I hate that when that happens. At the moment, though, it seems like we have very little riflemen for the Allies. Why could that be? Could we be expecting Rangers from Marinez? I don't know. He's doing something. I want Calliope's. Calliope's would be excellent against Panzer Elite, but I'm just not really sure about this team at the moment. Marinez,
enemy unit
airborne, yeah, okay, great, but need that strafing run. He's gone down the other tree first, presumably to get the supply upgrade that gives you the extra munitions and fuel. That would be great, so he can call in lots more strafing runs, but it's delaying that strafing run early, and he's going to have to play with these airborne until he gets that. So it's quite a way away until he gets that ability, so he's going to have to survive early on in the game and rely on his teammate, who does have a motor pool out. Nosliw does have an anti-tank gun dealing with their enemy armor. That's great. Most of the battling appears to be happening down in the center, but where is the micro? At the moment, this is not doing anything, and look at all this area up here. There's absolutely nothing up here. We do have some riflemen coming around here. That's all you need, one squad of riflemen, just to look around, find out what you can take. 2 AT guns, one have been neutralized. Armored cars, oh, damn them, getting the defensive upgrade. Certainly not going to help the AT guns take care of that. Missing again because light vehicles are more maneuverable, therefore oh god, Panther tanks already. There's got to be a second Panther. There it is. chuuone already getting all his buildings to research that. That's definitely gonna be difficult for the Allies to deal with. They do have airborne. Airborne are excellent at dealing with armor. 2 anti-tank guns. Gotta admit it, these Allies are well prepared for this situation early on in the game. It's only 13 minutes in and we have double Panthers. Expect them to be spammed throughout the entire game almost. I often see this from Panzer Elite players. They really like those Panthers. They really like just using them, saving up the manpower, calling them in again. But we do have double airborne with the recallless rifle upgrades. That's going to prove difficult for the Panthers to deal with unless they're supported with infantry. Here comes the infantry. Fallschirmmaker from Evilinacloset, equipped with the extra machine gun. And now we're getting some ATs called in as well. Oh, that's another thing about the airborne. They do have the ability to call in airborne AT guns, which are freaking fantastic because that means you don't need to buy a motor pool to get it. In fact, did we see a motor pool built earlier? Maybe it may have just been the call-in, I don't know. But here comes the infantry support from Evilinacloset. It's going to make taking out those Panthers difficult, although it seems like chuuone has long stayed his welcome. Look at the positioning of these AT guns. Vet 2 for it already. Excellent. And this infantry is way too late. Clusterfuck. I hate swearing, but this is appropriate. As now the AT guns are out of position. They're getting swarmed by infantry. We've got assault upgrades. We've got rifles. We've got non-upgraded rifles. Not rifles. Panzer Grenadiers. They move in for the kill on the AT guns. Get rid of them, and then the Panthers can move in. These wonderful Panthers, which have already been destroyed. It's a bit too late. Why weren't you around earlier? To hell with this. What's going on down here? I appear to have selected the Apothecary Center, which is healing. It's glowing on my map, and I thought that was something very weird happening. Maybe a bug, maybe an ability that got called in. Nevertheless, still 2 victory points to the moment. at the moment,
Has their orders.
for the Axis, as the armoured car hangs around here, chuuone, repelling any infantry up here. Machine guns dotted around the map as well, covering the centre, but it's still 2 victory points to 1. There's no point defending a... Okay, there is a point in defending a victory point, but they need to get those other victory points, and it seems like the Allies... Whoa, just look at this army already. 3 AT guns, many... I'm not even going to say what is here. You just have to see for yourself, try and count it. Vet-free sniper, though. 16 kills for this already. This surely has to have the supply yard upgrade very early on. The recoilless rifle, they lead the charge straight into chuuone and his armoured cars. Oh god, taking 50% damage from that AT gun all the way back here. This is almost great teamwork from Nosliw and marinez. Almost forgot his name there. But still, down here is a slight infantry problem. It seems, strangely enough, we're getting a lot of issues with dealing with this infantry. Just so much stuff sitting here. Move it! Move it! Half-track as well. They're going to be doing some in-field reinforcing as artillery comes down. I think this was Axis artillery landing here because it seemed to be on top of the airborne. Again, more Panthers being called in, or maybe this is one that was repaired. It matters not. Trying to destroy these AT guns. It seems like the Panzer Elite don't find any use at all for these AT guns. Not stealing them themselves, just trying to destroy it. Maybe get some XP for it and upgrade their stuff. Ooh, M3 half-track with the quad upgrade. I'm going to love seeing this. Pour its bullets into the infantry. Just look how much it misses as well. You'd think out of all those bullets that eventually hit... Ooh, it looks like we triggered a mine there. Maybe some butterfly bombs down. Not entirely sure. I can't see them on the map. So your guess is as good as mine if you can answer that for me. Again, you can just comment, put in a time indicator, and that's all awesome. They're losing the M3 half-track. Oh god, get that out of there. It's being repaired by a lot of engineers, 3 squads of engineers. The flamethrowers decide to start pouring on the fire on the Kettenkrad. That decides to retreat. Good move there. Panther in the middle from chuuone, but the recoilless riflemen already down to 2 recoilless rifle guys. They should get out of there. Not just back away. Dude, retreat. Don't want to lose them to an armoured car. chuuone sees a slight flaw in Marinez play and comes up, but now the flaw has been turned upon him as he doesn't retreat out of the way of the recoilless rifle. Come on, back up, buddy. Back up. You can do it. Don't die. That was building in the way, just saving you from a line of sight reasons. Oh, God. And now it's not looking good for these freaking paratroopers. There, we get some retreating going on, but they can reinforce in the middle of the field. But still, they can't heal in the field. That's the thing. They need to be healing from the triage center as well. It takes quite a while for them to be reinforced, so keeping them up front, not always the best idea when they're down to 2 guys. They do drop recoilless rifles as well, and you don't want to give them to your opponents. But nevertheless, it seems like all these troops are now fanning out to the mostly to the south side of the map, which they are capping with their engineers. A bit too much of blobbing here for capping. There we go. Nosliw does manage to up his APM and decides to move them out. This is actually looking like a pretty good game on Lorraine at the moment. Panzer Grenadiers healing the Panther. I wonder if they do have the repair upgrade or not. I don't think there is really a way to tell other than looking how fast it repairs. And I can't remember how fast it repairs manually anyway. Sniper's still alive and kicking. 19 kills for him. He's only gone up by 3 kills. Armoured car again moves in. Oh god, it's moving in, just completely oblivious to what was behind the fog of war on his side of, well, his camera, his point of view. He just is met by paratroopers with 4 recoilless rifles and AT guns. The mortar half-track firing on that AT gun, but all the infantry has moved. Oh, they're targeting the mortar half-track first. That's a good call. That's definitely a weaker target, and it's going to be more devastating than the armoured car, but they've got to be aware that armoured car is going to do a lot of damage by sticking close to it. The Panther comes in as well to support. Not the best anti-infantry killing machine until it gets its Vet 2, but I'm not entirely sure if it does get a machine gun at Veterancy 2, like the Wehrmacht Panthers. Again, more double Panthers being called in from the Panzer Elite. They love the Panzer action, and this AT gun completely out of place. Did have an excellent rear shot, but surrounded by infantry. No way was that going to survive some rear shots, but oh goody, we're getting the supply extra supplies called in. Do we have a tank building farm? No tank building farm. Had to double check there just in case I missed. Riflemen trying to acquire the AT. They do, but how are they going to position it? I just imagine there should be more infantry around here from the Panzer Elite players which can move in and neutralize this AT gun, but now we're getting more infantry. Now they have the bar upgrades as well. Triple snipers. Oh, I do hope you can micro that, but they are quite close together. They are just in pretty much one control group. That's going to be painful if they eat a mortar, but the mortar was neutralized earlier. I can definitely see that most likely going to be rebuilt. A mortar is just freaking awesome for the Panzer Elite army to have. Already these submachine gun soldiers seems like they felt they were a bit overwhelmed, but honestly they could have done pretty well against these airborne. They are not a threat to infantry at all. They are really good at killing tanks, not so much infantry. They could definitely inflicted quite a lot of casualties before retreating. Only the bars really to worry about and the vet-free snipers, but still, why didn't he chance it? I guess we may never know what would happen if he just stuck around for a bit longer. Maybe it was a good call for the to back away from the snipers, but he definitely did not see the snipers. Burger Tiger as well, repairing this Panther. I don't believe this Panther is going to... So you can see the turret being repaired as well. Really? Oh, the armored car is pushing them out of the way, preventing them from firing. Destroyed gun again, repaired again. Oh, cheesy tactics going on here from the Panzer Elite. Now the armored car is down. The airborne focused fired on them. Oh god, they're still alive, but their little symbol above their heads disappeared. I feared for the worst then. And finally the Panther tank goes down. It was really acting like a tank. Going back down to the south side of the map. Evilinacloset is holding this area pretty well. The Kettenkrad appears to have not moved for quite a long time. Not sure if it still is alive. Maybe it's bugged. No, it's got to be alive. For sure, I am not that stupid. There we go. There it's moving. Maybe it did just have to recap that and then decided to just hang it around there for a while. Now you can see these supply crates that got called in. Give fuel, give munition, and they also give a machine gun and a mortar. You can pick them up with regular old riflemen or engineers. Probably better to do it with riflemen. I see a butterfly bomb. No, I don't want to press space. I wanted to rotate my camera. There it is. There's that butterfly bomb. Or is it a trap? It's not a trap, it's a butterfly bomb. We did have traps in Company of Heroes Online, which slowed. That was annoying as hell. No matter though, it's not Company of Heroes Online. 3 Fallschirmjäger squads with the machine gun upgrade. Damn, that's a lot of munitions being poured into anti-infantry combat, and I've not really seen them be very quite effective at the moment. Okay, fair enough, I've not been looking down the south side of the map as much, but they seem to be retreating an awful lot, especially when they come against these vet-free snipers, I guess, which just have... They don't care who you are. Okay, if you're an officer, they can take a few bullets, but any regular old infantry just die from one shot most of the time. So snipers, a really good investment in a team game. Just freaking awesome if you can support well with riflemen and still dart around the map and capture locations. So I guess that's something to be taken in for this game for today. Is snipers are awesome if your teammate can support you with riflemen and you can get to sort of the medium area of the game. We are 23 minutes in at the moment, so it's looking good for the Allies. They've survived the early game from the Panzer Elite. Freaking Burger Tiger just doesn't care if it's in the middle of a battle. It's still trying to repair. There's that mortar half-track. Strangely enough, the main gun has been damaged? Are you kidding me? How does a main gun get damaged on a mortar half-track so soon in the game? It must have been really close to the action. Machine guns are firing into this? Really? Is it trying to kill the... Oh god, the AT gun kills the corpse of the half-track before it's resurrected. And again, the Fallschirmjägers are just not being effective. The machine guns are really doing a great job in supporting the infantry. Oh god, the paratroopers getting gibbed. No more limbs of him. But so are the AT guns. They have been neutralized again. They're going to have to be reacquired by God knows what. Vet 2 paratroopers. Marinez doing well, keeping them alive and vetted up. 3 paratrooper squads out. This game is really turning in to a super cluster-rooney. Again, not trying to sweat. Oh, artillery being called in on this blob of infantry. Veterization going up for the riflemen. Not artillery, it is butterfly bombs. but we do have minesweepers around for that specific job. I wonder if Marinez or Nosliw are going to remember that butterfly bombs have been dropped there and bring in the engineers. And wow, just look at this. 3 squads of riflemen, 3 airborne. This is making me tear up, just the teamwork going in. In fact, the airborne almost charging in there, but I think they've decided to stop doing that because these freaking flak Verlings, they hurt, man. They hurt a lot. They don't have much range though, so you're pretty safe as long as you don't go near them. But yeah, dude, those things chew up squads like there's no tomorrow. You can lose 2 squads with a matter of like 5 seconds. In a matter. Oh god, it started already. I'm still in that training mode for being a caster, by the way. I'm still quite new to casting games.
Standing by for
so don't hate, man. Don't hate. I try my best. By any means necessary, I will try to be better. And I will multicam, by the way. Someone commented and said, don't do multicam. No, I will do multicam. I damn well like multicam. Okay, sure, I don't watch these games myself, but I've watched quite a few games and I'm just like, oh, I wish there was a multicam. I would love to do a multicam. I would love to make this more like a TV show. And that's what I try and do. Okay, I'm not the greatest person ever, but we do have Calliopes out. I love Calliopes. In fact, made a song about Calliopes. Ooh, hello. We've got more call-ins coming in. So, whilst I have time, I want to... In fact, no, we'll wait for the Calliope song when it casts Calliope. Yeah, it casts it. It casts Calliope. Armoured car, yet again, destroying that hard work barbed wire. Coming in to get rid of this observation post, which has been put on the munitions point. I love munitions. You can wonderfully cast grenades on it. Yeah, I say cast because I've been playing way too many MMOs. It's essentially cast. It does the same thing. You cast a grenade like you cast a fishhook. I don't do fishing either, so I'm not sure if that's quite right. On the south side of the map, all the airborne have repositioned to take care of these Panthers. These airborne are well on their way to being given the medal of Tank Hunter. They are everywhere where these tanks are, and that's exactly how they should be playing. 3 snipers here as well in the middle of the map. In fact, where is all the infantry from the Panzer Elite? Here's the Fallschirmjägers. Are we going to see... oh yes, sniper awesomeness. They don't really get much... Oh, strafing run misses as well. Snipers didn't really get much shots off there before they retreated. Even fired a few more shots, which didn't seem to hit. And, oh god, we really need some artillery for the Panzer Elite now. It would really counter all this blobbing from the Allies. It's almost a reverse game here, but in all honesty, the Panzer Elite have lost so much. How can they deal with this at the moment? They need some sort of anti-infantry killing device. And if it's mortars, the mines are doing okay. Marinez doing well to spot that there's mines there and decides to back away instead of give chase. Doesn't want to lose unnecessary infantry whilst they control 2 victory points. Calliopes, I haven't seen them fire yet. We've got double Calliopes on the field. Maybe they're waiting for the surprise attack. You can do a lot of damage by having the element of surprise, especially with artillery. If they don't know it's coming, then their infantry might well blob up. And if you can inflict a lot of casualties in that first blobbing up, then freaking awesome, you've done a maximum amount of damage. Then they readjust their tactics and start spacing out their infantry. Or they should do that. Typically, I find from average level players or below average level players, they don't do that. Going back to Company of Heroes Online, whilst we watch this epic battle between Fallschirmjägers, Panthers, rifles, and airborne, and AT guns, and all sorts of things, this is really a great composition. In Company of Heroes Online, when I played Axis, I was more of an allied player because I preferred the challenge. Not to say that, you know, one's harder than the other, but a lot more people played Axis. That's the end of that argument there. A lot more people played Axis. That was a true statement. But getting back to the... I always take such detours. I'm doing it again. I'm taking detours on stories. Choke me, Anuki, choke me. Awesome sticky bombs. Here comes the Calliopes. Calliope song. Calliope. Calliope. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Calliope. Enough of that song. Okay, it's not entirely my own song, and I've still forgot what I was going to say about Company of Heroes Online. But that's not the point! Calliopes are awesome, that's all you need to know. Airborne moving in with the recoilless rifles to deal with the armored car. Surely, oh god, it's well played, chuuone. He realizes that the opening in this area was to drive through here, but he doesn't continue. He holds there. That means he is certainly going to die. As a bombing run comes in, I'm not sure if that took out the Panthers or not, but we're sure to pick that up on the multicam. Oh god, this is actually quite an epic game, although it seems like the Allies are winning quite hardcore. How are the Panzer Elite going to deal with this? More Fallschirmjägers! Yeah, why not? This is turning into a mono battle where I just build Fallschirmjägers. evilinacloset really loves these dudes. These dudes can infiltrate buildings from anywhere on the map. Apart from your opponent's base building, that would be a bit harsh if they could do that. So, epic infantry battle going down here. The snipers are not around here to be seen. Yeah, nowhere to be seen at all. They could have been very useful on that battle. Oh, God. Hummels. I sense Hummels. Oh, God. Fantastic explosions. The explosions. Hell yeah. Oh, what happened to that explosion? Just landed in the building. I was going to say the explosions are fantastic in this game and completely unrivaled. This game was made in 2006 and the explosions are just not rivaled at all. They beat Men of War. Okay, Men of War is a bit of an older game, but that's been through some changes. But still, the explosions in this game, fantastic. Harlequin said it. I'm sure everyone else has said it. I have to say it. Here comes some more Calliope. Rocket barrage. It looks awesome. Oh, inflicting so much casualties on the guys repairing. Stop repairing. Retreat, you cowards. It's better to be alive and be a coward than to be dead and still be a freaking coward, you coward. Get up and fight. Fallschirmjägers being called in yet again. Completely surrounded by riflemen with their bar upgrades. You guys are no match for bars. Not yet. Get your MG upgrade and then maybe come back in. More blobbing coming up. evilinacloset. Bringing in the machine gun firepower. How are they going to deal against these riflemen? We're not going to see! Because Nosliw does not want to lose casualties in a battle. He cannot win. Nosliw doing a very good choice there. Very good indeed. Hello, Airborne. It seems like you are running away from something, but I'm not entirely sure, because, like, there's nothing here. Oh, yeah, maybe it was the Hummel. Let's look at the Hummels for a second. That's not a Hummel. I hear... There they are. Hummel self-propelled artillery from chuuone. He is Chewie up in the infantry. I used to be able to do Chewie impressions, but I've completely lost it. So, I won't bother. All these infantry healing up. Got to get back into the middle of the field. In fact, there's hardly anything around here. We've got some being called in here. Looks like it may have been butterfly bombs. Yep, there they are, still capping that area. The southern area has been captured by one of the Axis players, so it is going to be 2-1 in favour of the Allies. They are still winning this battle. It could be over shortly. Looks like the Calliopes are having some conversation. Hello, I'm a Calliope. Yes, I'm a Calliope too. Ah! We have so much in common. Let's destroy some Axis scumbags. Yeah, why not? You are my bromigo. Bromigo Calliope. Fallschirmjägers yet again. It appears they might be losing this battle. Focus fire these guys, the vet guys. Get them out of the picture. See if you can get a squad wipe. Fallschirmjägers, they do manage to get rid of the riflemen, but they are backed up by lots of airborne, which is just not a worry about. But these snipers, yes, they are. Even getting a strafing run come in, but again, that was way too late. The Fallschirmjägers get out of the picture way before that happens. More butterfly bombs coming down as the engineers from Marinez trying to disarm them. Great that he's actively seeking that, but he loses the engineer squad in the process. Maybe he was focusing his... Oh god, return fire Calliopes. Yes! Artillery on artillery action, as well as getting some of the damage, some of the rockets landing on the Fallschirmjägers. More damage, more bonuses. Here comes the second Calliope barrage. The Fallschirmjägers from evilinacloset, you can tell he's a good player. He's moving behind his buildings. That is a great sign of a good player. So, I don't care who wins. This is actually good play. I can actually say that these Panzer Elite players are doing pretty well. As for Nosliw, who hasn't separated his Calliopes, bad player, bad Nosliw. No, you go to the naughty corner now. You separate your artillery. You're just asking for super damage against your stuff when you blob up like that, but okay, fair enough. He may have felt overconfident in the situation. Remember, there is a psychological and emotional effect in battle, not just APM control, not just tactics and strategies, not just knowledge of the exploiting the weaknesses of the game, not just unit composition and all that. There's a lot more to strategy games, and that's the delightful thing about them. It's like a very advanced form of chess. We do have a weapon dropped here. It is a bar. I don't believe the Fallschirmjägers can pick them up because they are already upgraded. Oh my god! How many Fallschirmjägers do we have? Evil in a closet. You need to rename yourself to frickin' Fallschirmjäger. Fallschirmjäger McFallschirmjäger Bromigo. That's who you are. You are the Bromigo of Fallschirmjägers. I've been using that word too much. Let's swap words. Oh god, the oh no, don't lose your vet-free airborne. Oh god, and now the freaking Calliope's come in. But the actual, yeah, actually, okay, great. The Fallschirmjägers dodged the Calliopes, but the second Calliope barrage is about to happen. It's this house, die, die, house, die. It's nice to see that taking out that house has eliminated all these Fallschirmjägers. Hummel's now returning fire, bringing up the... Whoa, what's that ability? I've already forgot it. I'm going to have to swap over now, because this is annoying, man. I keep forgetting ability names, but I will remember it shortly. In fact, no, I'm already on him. Why am I looking at that? It's Allied War Machine. I know it was Allied something. Ah, damn it. Utter failure from me, but that's what I get for not doing enough research on the game, not playing enough of the game before casting it. I've been playing way too much Men of War recently. I got back into Company of Heroes because I wanted to do Company of Heroes games, and I like casting it. So I pretty much damn well will, and I'll upload it. If anyone wants to see it, then sure, go ahead. If they don't, 39 kills! Marinez Reborn. Wow, you're doing a great job. 40 kills. Gee, someone get that guy a ribbon and a medal and a cup of coffee. He definitely deserves it. I can hear Hummels firing again. Let's follow that artillery. Kaboom! Awesome explosions. Those guys were already dead, but just to make sure, double tap with artillery. So anyway, it seems like things are almost over, but it's a very, very slow victory for Nosliw Reborn and Marinez, but Panthers are out on the field again. No, where's the infantry? Fallschirmjägers, come on. Support. Don't get stickies. Nosliw coming in for the sticky bomb. Here comes the Fallschirmjägers, getting a bit of separation, going into two fire teams by the looks of things. But the Panther, what are you doing? Don't charge! Charging's a bad idea. Tanks are support units. They're... No, I'm honestly not sure. Oh god, here comes the Calliopes. I think what happened here... Why you... okay, the Fallschirmjägers, they can take Calliopes. Okay, that's good. Airborne come in for a side shots on the Panther. This is... I'm not sure if this is superb play from the Allies or really bad play from the Panzerelite at the moment, but really, this is why we don't blob infantry. This is why we don't charge in with tanks. This is... You're breaking so many codes. An excellent flank again from Marinez coming up all the way behind here. This is pure Allied awesomeness at its finest. You are seeing some great play. Marinez now being bombed by artillery. He manages to get out of the way of most of it. I feel like he's being pretty lucky. Vet-free snipers, double vet-free, not snipers, airborne. Oh god, the veterancy stuff going up for the Allies now is just insane. It's going to be incredibly difficult for the Panzerelite to do almost anything now. Fallschirmjägers coming back into the action, still pretty beat up though. Not really fully reinforced, not fully healed at all. Strafing run dodged again. If anything, Evil in a Closet is really good at dodging strafing runs. I have no idea how he does it. Maybe he's got like a third eye glued to the minimap or something, and he just looks for aeroplanes coming across. But really well played from him, but he isn't so good at dodging Calliopes. Again, two more casualties there from that Calliope. Double Calliope barrage eaten up there. I don't think this second Calliope barrage was too... Oh no, in fact it does do pretty well against the Panther, almost killing it. That needs to retreat now! Now! Retreat! Repair! Retreat! Go somewhere safe. Like, I think this might be a safe area to repair. No point repairing in really dangerous areas. If it's one thing I could possibly criticize all these crappy snipers, brand new sniper out here from Marinez, is it could maybe do some scouting, I think. Scouting would be nice. I've lost all my additional tactical map information because I've swapped sides now, so boo to that. I wish Relic would fix that, but maybe it's not a bug, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm stupid! I'm not too fussed at being the stupid. Stupid can sometimes be good because it's interesting. Calliope's with their veterancy upgrade. Not too many kills, not yet got their vet free upgrade, which will give them minus 15 seconds cooldown on casting their Calliope barrages. Riflemen, pick up the bar, pick up the bar, pick up the bar, pick up the bar, pick up the bar. Nosliw, get back there and pick up the damn bar. Oh god, I hate being a caster sometimes. Panther here eats a good old AT round, but it's already dead. In fact, 2 Panthers here. Again, what did these Panthers ever do to you other than be a dead corpse? There we go, not dodging that strafing run. Oh yeah, Calliope comes in to support as well. Are we going to see these Panthers destroyed? Yeah! Remember, destroying corpses of tanks on the field actually gives you XP. We're seeing a large intrusion on Panzer Elite territory up here, as all these airborne blob up around here. Is this necessary? Fan out, cap that area. Fan out, cap that area. Oh, careful. There's all sorts of butterfly bombs here. So many butterfly bombs. What's a Panther doing there? Oh, God, I don't know. In fact, no, I think maybe have these guys come round for a special super hyper ultra mega extra flank? I think they did, but unfortunately it wasn't so much as a flank as just a rear attack. I mean, this Panther now gets out alive. We're going to see a sticky bomb from these riflemen. Unfortunately, that soldier, though, he gets many accelerated aging, which unfortunately leads to dismemberment. So I'm told. Now we get seeing some awesome chuuone infantry with their submachine guns. Again, I've not seen these being like fairly effective the entire game. He still hasn't got the extra man upgrade, and that's surely essential if you're going against free snipers at the moment. You can lose an entire squad in a flash. That's no good. We wouldn't want that to happen. Calliope is firing from their base, eating up the Fellshamakers again. I feel sorry for these Fellshamakers. But Panzer Elite, they're doing incredibly well to stay in this game so far. It's we've been hovering around 50 points for the Allies for so long. This game, surely the Allies must win this, but the pressure is just constantly kept on. The Panzer Elite are dodging constantly. Airborne are now coming into this base. I think they want to kill a Hummel. Already one Hummel casualty here. Oh god, look out for the Boffer's gun. Oh no! Let's see the damage on this, although these are vet-free infantry, and look, already taking a casualty. 2 casualties, swinging around. The Boffer's gun can really move very fast. 20mm AA. Boffers, it's a Boffers, it's a flak, they're the same thing. They do the same block. It's a quad cannon, it's awesome. Oh god, what happened to the flak there? It ate some... Oh. Evil in a closet. Why, you friendly fire? Sends that guy catapulting. Get back to work in the tank factory. God. No idea what's going on. Cattencrad here. Just scouting the Calliopes, because it's important to know where the Calliopes are when you have no Hummels or any counter artillery. We did have 1 Calliope casualty here. Sorry that I missed that, but in all honesty, it's no big deal that we missed some things in the battle. We still get an idea of what's happening again. More butterfly bombs being called down here. Really eating up the time of these engineers as they constantly have to frickin' disarm those mines. Jeesh, that must be an annoying job. Can you imagine being an engineer and you disarming mines and then all of a sudden more mines land around you? Like, oh, I hate my job. I hate my job. Always do this. I'm surprised these snipers haven't actually been killed by a freaking Hummel shot yet. They've been pretty close to these blobs, but good on Marinez. He hasn't been hanging around the blob for too long, so the snipers have been kept well out of danger. That's great play for him. I can definitely say for sure that I wouldn't want to go against these allied players ever. They are good. Pick up the freaking bar! Maybe he actually has many bars. No, he doesn't. Pick up the bar! Damn you! Oh, God. Am I blind? Am I missing something? Is that bar actually in the game mode, or is my game out of sync? I don't know. I think we just lost an AT gun there. No, I think we just lost Rifleman there. AT guns, at the moment, don't seem particularly too useful. We've got many airborne on the field. They're very maneuverable. They can take care of the Panthers well enough. It seems like Marinez and Nosliw are working very closely together, so
Losing ground out
great teamwork there. They are able to be around where they are needed, be exactly where all the armoured vehicles are. Again, armoured car up here, but that's going to do nothing against these airborne. Oh, God, retreat those guys. Yeah, they're going to get to... Oh, God, you see, that's why we should retreat. It's always better to retreat. In fact, he saves his guy. Amazing. He just manages to call in his reinforcement. He does pick up the recaller's rifle as well, but I still thought there was going to be another Hummer shot landing there. I think what happened there was Marinez dodged a lot of the Hummel shots. He felt that there was just like 1 or 2 more shots from the Hummel left. Tried to chance it, ultimately got punished for it, but he got very lucky, and just in the nick of time, he was actually managed to save that squad. We've got Hummels landing here. Oh, deadly casualties being inflicted. The Riflemen retreating through the retreat path. Engineers detecting mines at the job. More butterfly bombs down here. Damn. It seems like the Panzer Elite really like their butterfly bombs. I think we're going to see a Pershing soon. It's almost time for that, but you can see down here where all the abilities are. We've only got Allied War Machine and Sherman Calliope. Oh, I did a weird burp there. And field repairs up. So Pershing has to be soon. I think that's 5 points to get. So in 1 more level's time, Nosliw will be able to get that. Not that it should be too effective on the field. I mean, it's great against Panthers. Okay, it does pretty well against infantry, and it's really going to annoy them, the Panzer Elite, in terms of what they have on the field, because their Panthers are the only thing that, you know, are superior to the Allies. I mean, sure, they're not doing very well against airborne, but the Panthers are the superior unit for them, and now they're going to lose that superiority. So, you know, what can I say? They'll just have weaker everything. It's unfortunate but true. Unfortunate but true. Again, reluctant to retreat his airborne troops, keeping them around, keeping them reinforced. Probably shouldn't blow them up like that. That's definitely going to not assist in them keeping them alive. They're just going to take way more casualties, just like this. Look at how much casualties inflicted here. Fallschirmjäger's taking a beating again. Space out, get them down here, get them up there, get a squad there. Just get them everywhere, man. Get them everywhere. No sense in taking so many casualties. Just get layers and layers of defense. Force them to use their artillery. I think we're getting some base rushing tactics going on here. Oh, if we just get 1 more shot off. 1 more shot. The AT gun back here misses. What are you doing? Fire at the supply yard. You may as well get that down, but I think it's already too late for the supply yard. I'm sure all the upgrades have been built. We don't have a tank depot up, so that's yet to be built, if he is indeed going to get that tank depot. In all honesty, Shermans are great against Panzer Elite, I find, but I guess maybe they fear going up against the Panthers. They feel it might be a waste. And I can see that seems like a smart choice. You've already got, I mean, you're going to get a Pershing, so you're going to get armour anyway. You've already got all the means necessary to counter all the armour, so a Sherman would only be effective against infantry. You're already doing pretty well against infantry. You've got machine guns, you've got snipers, you've got all the stuff. It's might be a bit unnecessary to get Shermans. So, yeah, I think that's actually not a bad tactic from Nosliw. Good choice there. But ultimately, we don't know what would happen if he did get Shermans. So, we can only speculate and just assume that however this game goes is how it goes. That, you know, what happens is what happens. That's it. I can't think of an amazing Zen saying for that. So no point diving into the Zen sayings. I was looking at some recently. I couldn't understand a single one of them. So I decided to close that website down and realise what the flip was I doing there, and continue on with my life of drawing and making music. And I noticed some of you were thinking that maybe I would do theme tunes for everybody that played this game. My first game that I did, it was basically just a sort of introduction, have fun. It gave me a bit of confidence to have the keyboard there and play, because I felt, well, it's not just Company of Heroes I'm doing, I'm playing a bit of music as well. It'll make me feel good, it'll make me feel happy. I felt comfortable doing that. But to do that for every game and every single player, that's going to be way too demanding. I won't be able to get the games out in time. And I'll just get really lazy and I'll be like, oh, I have to make this theme tunes to some guy. Well, I can't be asked. I'm going to play the game some more. So, I might come back to that. I might do some more of that again. But it's going to be random. It's going to be hit and miss when I do that. So don't expect it all the time. As I hope you don't expect it now, because I've already done like... This is my 6th game now, so... I hope you're enjoying. Of course, some of you are enjoying. You're sticking around. That's good. Great. I'm Anuki. All that jazz. But coming back to the game again, I am going to go down to the south side of the map, and if that bar is not picked up, I'm going to go fucking nuts. Oh my god, it got picked up. Or maybe it disappeared. Damn, how can I be angry if I don't know what happened to the bar? Do weapons disappear off the floor? I can't remember. But anyway, double armoured cars out this late in the game. I'm surprised why he's got armoured cars out. Sure, it's great at killing infantry, but at the moment, the airborne's killing them. This Pershing is definitely going to kill them. The AT guns are going to kill them. I'd just get infantry out and try and play well with infantry. That's what I would be doing as Panzer Elite at the moment. And I'm a pretty confident player when it comes to playing Panzer Elite against Americans. Not so confident when I'm playing Wehrmacht against Allies, depending on the level of skill, obviously. As Allies, I'm fairly confident against Wehrmacht, but not Panzer Elite. And I don't like British at all. Screw British, I'm not going to go there. At least not when I play... I don't think I've played Panzer Elite much against British. I've played Wehrmacht against British, and it's just like, bikes! Why does this make sense? Why should I be getting bikes against frickin' infantry? Oh god, I don't know. Pershing now being sort of flanked by the Panther, but honestly, not too much worry. Oh god, a bombing run comes in. Strange enough, only gets one casualty. Another armoured car goes down from the airborne. Airborne being reinforced. Fellschirmjäger's almost down, retreating. Good job, evilinacloset. Infantry everywhere. Battles all over the galaxy. Calliope is retreating, vet free for that. Strangely enough, again, why haven't the Allies won yet? The Panzer Elite just constantly decapping stuff somehow. Doing a great job at that. Anti-tank gun, so out of place. Jeez, Panthers are going to eat them up, surely. Oh god, come on, fire, beat accuracy. These guys are doing crazy good. Unfortunately, though, they can't reposition their AT guns so well. Oh, come on, Panthers, you can do better than that. Retreat, retreat, retreat. Yeah, get some distance. Maybe that's why you can't hit them. Again, missing. Where's the infantry to support these Panthers? You can't just get Panthers and expect to win. Don't expect you to win. I expect you to die from all these paratroopers. Again, artillery is being called in. I was just about to say, where is the artillery? Where is the anti-infantry? But we did have some artillery. Did we not have artillery? Was it no artillery? There's the artillery. Again, my camera sound effects. Surely that's going here. Yeah, no casualties. That was a good shot. Airborne reacquiring the AT gun so they can reinforce in the field and still have a good form of anti-tank, but they're already excellent anti-tank. Why do they need more anti-tank? I don't know. This is turning out to be quite a crazy game. Again, Panzer Elite need to cap a victory point to prevent their defeat. At the moment, it seems like that middle victory point is the area that they're going to be recapping, and all this needs to be picked up. All these Calipes need to hit shit. Everything needs to die. Everything is chaos at the moment. Words cannot describe what is going on right now because it's just a freaking clusterfuck. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all you can see. That's all I can see. It's hard to describe. So, We'll just wait for the next battle. Engineers still up, out and about, coming to repair the Pershing. Nice to see some engineers still alive in the battle to repair, or maybe you just built them. Good call getting some engineers in to repair stuff. Never underestimate the power of repairing in a game, keeping your stuff alive. You can see Nosliw at the moment has so much manpower, so much munitions and so much fuel. They really do have an advantage. I feel like the Panzer Elite, sure enough. Okay, I said I wouldn't hop over to the Panzer Elite, but I really want to see what kind of resources they are packing just for now. Okay, not too much from chuuone. He has a fair bit. It could be spent a bit more. Again, not much from his team. Oh no, that's marinez. We want evilinacloset. Okay, yeah, it's 400. I guess he's going to be clicking Fallschirmjägers again. We'll see. Yeah, you see, Fallschirmjägers. Why Fallschirmjägers? Why? If you can answer that question, go ahead. But we're going to hop back to Nosliw, because he's a good guy. He's blue. He should be blue for the entire game. It makes it much more easier for me to identify who is is where, and where the battle is happening, with what player on whose side, and all that jazz. In fact, one thing we're missing from the Allies is medic stations. This map is excellent for medic stations. It's a very small map in comparison to a lot of maps out there. Calliope is coming in from a bit of an odd angle, all the way down here, hitting the Calliopes. Calliopes, okay if they get some really good shots, a lot of hits on a Panther, but when I play with vehicles, honestly, I have no problem with Calliopes whatsoever. I am not afraid. Activating his allied war machine, I guess he felt threatened that he might lose his Calliopes. I can't see any other tanks on the field that he'd really worry about. Oh god, flanking with the airborne. Such great play there, but the Pershing gets the kill and a promotion. Well done, Pershing. Airborne. The tanks over there, dude. Fire. What the? I don't know what's going on. Why are the airborne firing that way? There's nothing there. Oh, crazy attack moves. Maybe they were trying to get a shot at the Hummel, but really, that's ambitious. Very ambitious. So, failing to understand that, we'll come back to the reality of the game, and that's just that the Panzer Elite are slowly... This has got to be the slowest loss ever. Burger Tiger coming in. I think it wants to pick up some of its fallen friends. We've got a Panther, we've got armoured cars. I don't think it's going to pick up any of the Panthers in the middle. We've got another armoured car here it could possibly pick up if it remains undetected. Panther back here as well. So there's a lot of safe stuff he could pick up. I think that might be what he'll be doing. That would get a lot of manpower back into the game in terms of, you know, how much units he's fielding. But really, honestly, it's all this infantry which is the problem. If they could just take out this airborne, if they could counter it, if we just had some rifles from the Panzer Grenadiers that could suppress, just more incendiary grenades. Just there's so much anti-infantry capabilities that the Panzer Grenadiers have, and they're just not on the field to do it. But if they could just get rid of all these guys, then maybe the armor would flourish. That is my opinion, that is my personal opinion, and I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but that's how I would be playing it. If I'm right, please do say, because I like being right. Right is awesome. If I'm wrong, then... Oh god, I'm more noob than I think! I need a stick for hitting myself with. So, vet-free riflemen back here with their 2 vehicle kills. Good job, riflemen. You've done well to achieve that and stay alive throughout the game. Pershing now going to have to make a quick exit from the middle of the map as artillery from the Hummels land down. Engineers, 4 squads of engineers for the super ultra repairs. Oh god, I'd love to see this. Come on, I want to see how fast this repair. This is going to be awesome. But there's battle going up here. Let's look at the battle. It's 3 Panthers versus all the airborne and the snipers. Oh god, I'm hiccuping again. Stupid body. Who makes a body that hiccups? I do love bread. Bread is very hiccupy food. All that trapped gas in there is gonna make me hiccup. And oh god, before every one of these games I tend to eat, so that's probably why I end up hiccuping one. Again, another one of the bombing ones comes down, but it's a miss. I'm not sure if it's good avoidance or bad aim. It's one of the two. Ultimately, it doesn't matter, though. The end result is the end result, and that's all you can take from it. No need to say which player is better. Just enjoy the game. Panthers are definitely coming out victorious over that Pershing, but they're not going to stay alive for long enough, I don't think. Where is the Airborne, in fact? Airborne, where are you? Here they are. Here they're coming. Calliope has come down. Out of control. Destroyed engine. Destroyed engine. We're hit. Destroyed. Only one Panther getting out of there alive, and that's going to be a very short life it has now as the Airborne move in from the kill. Marinez comes in to reinforce the situation and claim control of this area. Fallschirmjägers, though, is now supporting the Panther, but it's way too late for that Panther. It's gone. Armored car moving in from the rear to support the Fallschirmjägers. This is what it's all about. Support, support, support. Every unit supporting each other into one great composition. Unit composition is such an awesome thing to have. Because if you just have one thing, then it's going to be hard countered by another thing. If you have many things, then it's all about tactics. How you approach the situation is how you're going to win the game. And that's the skill in the game. I'm quite happy to see that less blobbing has occurred in that last battle. Fallschirmjägers were somewhat spaced out at the very least, and the armoured car as well. That was in a great position to support, but it seems like a certain someone wasn't paying attention. Oh god, not paying attention again. chuuone, get out of there, get out. You're really risking sticking around here to res that Panther. As now a Calliope comes in, and look at the damage it does to a Burger Tiger. Oh god, no. You don't want to be sticking around there in danger. Another Pershing gets called in. Nosliw has so much manpower. If that goes down, he can just call another one in. And soon he'll have enough munitions as well to do one of his abilities like field repair. Or Allied War Machine as well. So, honestly, I think Nosliw and Marinez are in a very comfortable position at the moment. Although, the victory points... Come on, go down, go down. You're on 39. Come on, go down, go down. In fact, no, they're on 39. In fact, this is a comeback. What have I been on about? Oh, God, I've been thinking the enemy team has been losing for a while now, but this is what happens when I swap cameras. It's actually 39 points to the Allies and 144 to the Axis, which mean the Allies need to get that 143 points down, and they are doing so for the time being, so they are staying in the game. So apologies for that, I got kind of mixed up, but there's no point going back now. Airborne moving into the situation. Oh, and there's the GG from Nosliw. That's oh god. I'm not gonna say the whole thing about GG. Watch the last game, but it was a good game. I think that's a good game in the right position. That was a very nice game indeed. Congratulations to Nosliw, who I probably mispronounced, and Marinez, who is probably Marines. He just wanted to be a bit hipster with the Z and the S. But it doesn't matter how I pronounce your name, to be honest. I don't particularly care. I just want to see some awesome games, and if I rape your name in the process, then apologies to you. But there's always going to be mistakes in games, so never mind. Congratulations, anyway, on your victory, Marinez and Nosliw. You have done well in this game. You have achieved a well-earned victory. As for chuuone and evilinacloset, you may have lost today, but you did deliver an exciting game. Unfortunately, your opponent managed to outwit you, though, so... the game's still going on, by the way. One player was left, I think that was chuuone. So, we'll continue watching this game. Maybe the game is not over. Calliope is vet-free with many kills. In fact, let's check out these kills here. 22 kills, 24 kills, 2 vehicle kills, no vehicle kills. Pershing brand spanking new. Engineers, let's see what you've got. Riflemen, not too much, nothing to be concerned about. Let's look at the Airborne, though. The Airborne did really well in this game. 5 light vehicles and 5 tanks, as well as 5 infantry. 4 light vehicles, 4 tanks, as well as 9 infantry. Good job, these guys. Let's check out these snipers. 12 infantry kills, 12. I think that other sniper died. 3. Oh, man, I wonder how many kills he got. That's... He had 40 kills when we saw him. I'm pretty sure he may have survived for much longer than that. Calliope is coming down again on the middle point. This game is being delayed for so long. Many corpses. Fallschirmjägers completely obliterated off the end of the universe. They are not capping that. They are gone. Panthers coming in from chuuone. I think he wants to get a base victory and annihilation, but he isn't going to do that with Pershing in the way. He isn't going to do that as soon as the airborne come in, and that is playback over. So once again, congratulations, allies, Nosliw and marinez. Unfortunate for you, evilinacloset and chuuone. So I'll leave you with some highlights. I will leave you with music. It's been a very long game for me. 1 hour and 4 minutes and 29 seconds. I was planning on doing another game after this, but I've run out of time for sure. I'm going to do no more than an hour, so leave you with a very good bye from me again. Good night, and I am a Nuki, because that's the final note of the day. 2044 manpower, you kidding me? I enjoyed that game, man.